Welcome to the Winds of Jupiter Daily Card and Horoscope reading. Now we have some interesting energy going on here. We've got Uranus semi-square Neptune. So the planet of unexpected meets the planet of fantasy. And the overall energy card of the day is the Ace of Cups, a promise of a new beginning for love, emotions. Let's go back to this Uranus-Neptune connection for a minute. Because they've been saying, well, there was a previous cycle that had actually sparked the Industrial Revolution. Follow the money is what I call it. And now they're calling it a technology revolution. You know, if we go back in time, we have the Stone, the Iron Age, the Dark Age, and now we have the Technology Age. Now the Stone and Iron Age was about the elements of the earth. Stone, aluminum silicates, is the most common and abundant elements on Earth, and iron is second or third to that. And then the Dark Age was about emotions, dark, shadow self-emotions. And now we're at a technology age. I prefer to consider it a polymer age, an age of toxic synthetics. Now the Ace of Cups came up to indicate that we have to love. Love indicates that we care. And we have to start caring about ourselves as a species on this earth. And this earth that is so gracious to host us. Now with this aspect and with the Ace of Cups here, it's saying that there's going to be some status quo changes. And people are getting restless. It's like that feeling before an earthquake where there's unfocused energy swirling around. Now this Ace of Cups does symbolize hope for change. Because any ace is just a promise. It's a hope. It's what was in the bottom of Pandora's jar. It was a jar, not a box. But this hope is also connected to emotional changes that are attached to love. We need to start loving and not hating anymore. And we're being given a new promise to make ourselves whole with love. This is where the balancing act comes between that selfishness and selflessness, and detached versus engaged and whole. And we're battling it out right now. Love for our earth and ourselves and others is the key. This is where love has to supersede greed and avarice. I thought of that old song, Love Can Conquer All. I believe Diana Ross did a good job on that. Because love is an intangible word that can make tangible things happen. We equate it to the heart. And the heart is the strongest, most refined muscle in the body. And we as humans have to start refining our ideas about a lot of different things. We've forgotten about each other. What was it God when he asked Cain, "Where's your brother Abel?" He's going, "Well, I don't know, am I my brother's keeper?" The answer is yes, we all are our brother's keeper. Man as a whole is still in his emotional adolescence. And we have to start maturing as a species before we annihilate ourselves. This is a day to give ardor for the life-giving gifts that we've received. Socrates believed virtue was wisdom, and everything the soul endeavors or endures under the guidance of wisdom ends in happiness. These were unfortunate philosophies for Socrates because he was found guilty of impiety and sentenced to death, and then voluntarily drank hemlock to kill himself. One of the most famous philosophers that we now revere. Now, any love card in the tarot deck, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, depicts love, but it also requires you to make choices. And particularly the Ace of Cups, because it's the beginning. This is where choices and plans have to be made. And this is where you make the choices between deeds and desires, vice and virtue. As for today, can you make one or two good choices that are based on love to start something new in your life and in the earth as a whole that's clean and beneficial to all? And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.